So I don't know which day of lockdown this is, but we've got essentially one more day to go before the current 6-day lockdown of the Bahamas ends, and the Prime Minister allows us to return to just the normal 24/7 curfew, where we can go to the grocery store, get fuel, and possibly get takeout from a restaurant. To celebrate this, and really because we're bored with nothing much else to do, we're going to make some Bahamian sweetbread today. To make the sweetbread, you're going to need 2.5 cups of flour, along with 3/4 a teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar. You'll need either dry yeast, or in our case, we've basically started the yeast with a little bit of flour and warm water. You're going to need roughly 2 tablespoons of butter, and then a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half of coconut oil. And then finally, for some more liquid, we're using coconut milk. And 1 egg. You need 1 egg. Not pictured. The egg is now pictured. Normally we would have 2 eggs. 1 egg goes into the batter that's going to form the bread or the dough, and then the other egg would be the egg wash that you brush on top right before it goes into the oven. We're going to skip that. To make the bread, you basically mix the dry ingredients first, try to get it mixed evenly. Then you're going to add the fats, the liquid, which is the coconut milk in this case, the butter, and the coconut oil with the yeast. You're going to knead it for 20 minutes. Stick it in a warm place. In our case, we stick it in a locker next to our Danfoss compressor for our fridge because it is always about 100 degrees in there. It's a really windy day today on the boat, so you might hear some halyards slap and some bangs in the background. Such is life when you're at anchor in 22 knots of wind. Anyway, your dough, when you finish mixing it, it's going to be a little wet like this. Put it in this oiled pan. I just used the same bowl that I mixed. And now I'm going to cover it with cheesecloth and stick it in a warm place for a few hours. All right, here's the bread after it's gotten a chance to rise in the pan. So we let it rise a little bit, then we basically kneaded it some more, gave it a beat down, and now it's ready to go into the oven. Here it is. Our second batch of Bahamian sweetbread is fresh out the oven. It will probably last 5 minutes. It's really good. And here comes the recipe.